Okay, what is up guys? And today we are going to be talking about Muh Taxes. My taxes going to pay for the elderly, and my taxes will be spent on the immigrants. I'm just doing an impression there. Okay, as much as I hate taxes going to the most irresponsible people of society, yes, they do have a point there, but let me just elaborate further on that. No, your taxes are not going to pay for junkies sheltering, but instead dangerous military adventurism. For example, Trump dropped 20 Tomahawk missiles, with each individual missile, not the entire system, just one missile, when he attacked Syria. Just one single missile alone out of those 20 missiles, one of them cost $1.4 million. That's a lot of money. The money from that one missile could have solved the housing crisis and so many of our economic problems. And to the people who say, oh well, the missiles were already made, so we had to drop it just to test it and all that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, and even if that was true, you should save those missiles for a rainy day, you know, when there's an actual war, like an actual invasion on US mainland soil, not dumping it in some third world country overseas, you know. You're just blowing up 1.4 million of your budget. If you want to do that, then it's your money, dude, but for what? But let me just say this to you, though. For what? A big flashy bang in an endless war that achieved nothing because those strikes, 20 Tomahawks, 70% of which were intercepted, and what? It achieved nothing. A flashy bang that didn't even hit half their targets for nothing. And all that money down the drain. All the world's debt blown up in a huge flame. Proves these elites have plenty money to burn. Want to know why? Because they just print more money. Money is a social concept to them. It's nothing to them. And money should be a social construct to you too. Stop living in the world of the material, which only benefits tyranny. The welfare is just the leftovers. It's just the breadcrumbs. So it's enough to feed the peasants enough so they don't revolt and change the order of things and come for your cake. Don't blame your taxes on the elderly, the disabled, the immigrants, the junkies, because money from that one missile, never mind 20, could have helped all of them. Your taxes are going to pay jihadis for brand new AK-47s, not to keep your streets clean. The New World Order love playing war games. This adventurism is a thrill to them. It makes them feel like gods. The geopolitical checkerboard is their favourite game. These people live on blood and misery. For power is the most dangerous drug out there. These egomaniacs need to be stopped. It's the globalists and the elites you should be mad at. They created this economic mess. Wake up. Why can't we not? I think, for example, we should just be like Iceland or something. Just an average country that minds its own business and takes care of its own citizens. You know, fuck being a part of this globalist empire that does not benefit the people. Sorry if I sound like some libertarian, anarchy, commie hippie here, but they're spot on in this case. Fuck the man. So, yeah, I can understand why these extreme Marxists do get pissed off at capitalism, because there is, like I said, it's all a social construct. The petrodollar, it's all printed. Who do you think prints this? It's all made out of paper. They just print more of it when they need more of it. And when they do, welfare isn't an act of generosity. It's more of okay, let's pay for our military adventurism, and then we'll give the scraps, the breadcrumbs left, to the peasants so they don't revolt and change the order of things and take our cake. So think about that next time you can go, my taxes go pay for refugees and single mothers and... Yeah, but they'll never say about the military adventurism abroad and overseas. But most of these racists support the military and love military adventurism and nationalism and yeah, bomb Iraq, yeah, USA, USA. I know I've got a picture of London here, I just wanted to change the picture for once because I've always had a picture of the White House, so... but yeah, it's just, they never say stuff about military adventurism, the military industrial complex, the pharmaceutical industry, what's it called, the real estate industry. They never talk about these bigger, larger things, but they're so, because it's too nuanced for them, you know, and they don't understand it, and if you do talk out against it, they'll just call you a conspiracy theorist, and then attack something, blame their economic problems on something easier, like pensioners and paying for academia, the communist academia conspiracy, and sheltering for refugees and giving junkies more heroin. It's, like I said, I've explained to you, it's none of that. It's much bigger and evil, sinister things to play here, and yeah. So anyways, hope you understood that video. See you in the next one. Peace.